Hello everyone, welcome back once again to the channel. In today's video, we will be discussing NTA UGC NET, your 12th July 2022 psychology question paper. First question states that computer assisted testing is principally based on option number 1 item response theory, efficiency of modern computers, emphasis on internal consistency, compatibility between manual and computerized scoring. What is the correct answer over here? It is your option number 1 IRT theory. So computer assisted testing is principally based on your item response theory. Okay, so this is the correct answer as per the answer key by NTA. So we will be discussing all the questions maybe in part 1 or 2 parts, all the 100 questions with their answers. Okay, answers as per NTA answer key. Okay, sometimes you have answer key wrong as well, but we cannot do much of the thing. So as per NTA answer key, we will be discussing all the answers so that you keep in mind. So next time when you will be giving the examination, you will be well aware of what they are demanding. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Okay, the next question states that it is from your intelligence. Identify the plausible logic for the introduction of deviation IQ. Option number 1, level of ratio IQ varies with age. Ratio IQ is not measured on interval scale. SD of ratio IQ varies scale to scale. Comparison of ratio IQ at different age levels is not possible as SD of IQ is not constant over age. So in this question, they are asking for the logic behind the introduction of deviation IQ by your Mr. Vaishnav. Okay, so what will be the plausible logic over here? It will be option number 4. Comparison of ratio IQ. What is your ratio IQ? IQ is equals to MA upon CA into 100. At different age levels is not possible as soon as you go above a certain age. It is not possible to calculate with this ratio IQ. Henceforth, IQ is not constant over age. Okay. Alright, so option number 4 is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. At which difficulty level pass proportion the item can make highest differentiation? 0.35, 0.50, 0.75 or 0.25. What will be the correct answer over here? It will be option number B, 0.50. At this point, at this pass proportion, the item will be making the highest differentiation. Let's suppose this is item number 1 and this is item number 2. When we have to differentiate, we have to discriminate. Okay, so it will be 0.50. This is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, the next question states that which components of psychoneuroimmunological system is not affected by glucocorticoids? Posterior pituitary, T cells, B cells, hippocampal neurons. What will be the correct answer over here? It will be your option number A or 1, posterior pituitary. Okay, so this will be the correct answer over here. These three are concerned with your psychoneuroimmunological system, but this is the main which releases what? Which releases CRF. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Option number A, posterior pituitary is not affected by glucocorticoids. Please note that. Okay, next question. When an experimenter wishes to ensure equal representation of a highly correlated variable with dependent variable at all levels of independent variable, she should use which design? Repeated measures, randomized groups, Latin square or randomized block. So what he or she will be using? He or she will be using your randomized block. Okay, so this is option number 4 is the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, next question states that the type of psychological tests in which validation criterion is the performance in specialized training is achievement, attitude, aptitude or intelligence. So what should be the right answer over here? It should be your aptitude. Okay, so option number C will be the correct answer over here. Okay, next question from your unit number 1, emergence of psychology. Identify the theorist who has stated the following. When we have passed beyond individualizing, then we shall be real persons. Ego was the helper, ego is the bar. No Carl Rogers over here, no Abraham Maslow, no Carl J. Jung. It is Sri Aurobindo. Okay, so option number C is the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question now. Indigenization of research was proposed for the promotion of native culture, overcoming difficulty in establishing reliability, overcoming difficulty in explaining phenomena in a given culture, ensuring objectivity in research. So what will be the right answer over here? It will be option number C, overcoming difficulty in explaining phenomena in a given culture. Let's suppose we have a culture as America and we have a culture as Spain, or we have a culture as Africa somewhere in town in Zambia or somewhere. So we cannot explain this here, we cannot explain this here, and likewise vice versa. So indigenization of research has to be done for overcoming difficulty in explaining phenomena in a given culture is your right answer. Let's move on to the next question. Myelin sheath, which insulates most axons in CNS, is produced by oligodendrocytes, Schwann cells, microglia, or astrocytes. This is your axon and these are your myelin sheaths. So in CNS, it is produced by whom? It is produced by oligodendrocytes. While in PNS, you might have a question in 2023. So in PNS, it is covered by Schwann cells. Okay, so but here answer is asking about CNS only. So we will mark option number A as the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. Next question states that the largest structure in the limbic system is hippocampus, cingulate gyrus, fornix, or amygdala. So what should be the right answer over here? It should be cingulate gyrus. Okay, like this. Cingulate gyrus is the largest structure in the limbic system. Comment down below which is the smallest structure in your limbic system. Comment down below. Let's move on to the next question. The human retina contains approximately, what do they contain? 6 million rods, 120 million cones, 6 million cones and 120 million rods, 6 million rods and 120 million cones. The most basic question NTA would ask is like this only. So, you know there are rods greater than cones. There are more rods than cones. So, what should be the ideal answer over here? It should be 6 million cones and 120 million rods. Okay, so this is option number C is the correct answer over here. Do remember it is 6 million and these are 120 million. Okay, so in each and every eye that exists on this earth or this solar system, it will always be rods, all will always be greater than the cones. Okay, in human retina. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. An EEG record during NREM sleep show which waves? Delta, alpha, theta, beta. It will be option number A, delta. So an EEG electroencephalogram shows NREM sleep as delta waves. Okay. Comment down below if you know when we are awake what type of waves we see on electroencephalogram EEG. Okay, comment down below when we are awake what type of waves we do see. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Okay, again Mr. Wechsler comes into the picture. 2021 also he came into the picture. 2022 he came into the picture. He is like a hero, superhero. One of the primary objectives for developing first Wechsler intelligence scales was to meet the need of an effective adult scale, provide a test with increased face validity, develop widely acceptable scale for children, have scale with emphasis on speed component. No speed component. Develop widely acceptable scale for children. They were already provide a test with increased face validity. No. It should be, it will be, it must be meet the need of an effective adult scale. There were no adult scale. That's why only the primary objective of developing a Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale. Firstly, it was Wechsler Bellevue. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. This is the option number A is the right answer over here. A researcher interested to verify the effect of three independent variables on two dependent variables. Here we have IV more than DV shall use what type of data analysis? ANOVA, ANCOVA, MANCOVA or MANOVA. What should be the right answer over here? It should be option number D, MANOVA. Okay. A researcher interested to verify the effect of three independent variables IVR3 on two dependent variables on 2dB. Okay. So what the researcher will use for data analysis? He or she will use MANOVA. Let's go to the next question now. Sorry for my bad semantic, not syntaxful English. Okay, the process by which we translate sensory syntax, you should know phonemes as well. There was a question in GATE, and there might be a question in NET also, and what morphemes and pragmatics. Okay, take care of these. You might have them soon on your plate. The process by which we translate sensory information into a meaningful representation that we process is known as semantic encoding, episodic decoding, propositional representation. No pragmatic representation over here, no propositional representation, no episodic decoding. It must be semantic encoding. The process by which we translate sensory information, all our senses, eyes, ears, are translating into a meaningful representation that we process is known as semantic encoding. Just as you are watching these lectures, your eye, your ear is sending sensory to thalamus, and then they are sending to the cortex and making a meaningful representation of this beautiful video. And if you have not yet done this, do it right now. Okay, so this is called option number A, semantic encoding. It is a process called semantic encoding. Let's move on to the next question. Which of these is not one of the Gestalt principle of visual organization? Similarity, yes it is. Proximity, yes it is. Common fate, yes it is. Lateralization is not a visual organization in Gestalt principle. Okay, so option number C is the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. The somatic nervous system functions with the help of dash nerves. Do we have cranial nerves only? Do we have spinal nerves only? Do we have cranial and spinal? Do we have ganglionic neurons and cranial? What are these ganglionic neurons? Yeah, we have neurons, but the right answer over here will be cranial and spinal. Okay, 12 and 31, 12C, 31S. Okay, so this is 1231. The somatic nervous system functions with the help of two types of nerves, the cranial nerve and the spinal nerves. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, positivist paradigm subscribes to social construction of reality, observer independent reality, phenomenological analysis of reality, maintaining positivity in research. So this subscribes to your observer independent reality. You also subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Social constructionist approach would allow cultural invariance, homogeneity, hegemony, diversity. Diversity in unity, unity in diversity. So social construct approach would allow cultural diversity, they will allow. Okay, not these. So option number D is the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. Sensation seeking among adolescents is best described by low self-regulation. No. Looking for novel experiences? Yeah. Risk taking? Yes. Socializing? What should be the right answer over here? It will be looking for novel experiences. The person A will be taking a risk for what? For a novel experience. That's why this subscribes to the right answer of option number B. Sensation seeking by Zuckerman among adolescents is best described by the adolescents are looking for what? Looking for novel experiences. They are not looking for risk taking, they are looking for novel experiences. Let's move ahead to the next question. Okay, what type of question the following is in a questionnaire? Why did you go to cinema last night? Knowledge, motivation, factual opinion. It is asking about the motivation. The question is saying, why did you go to cinema last night? What happened? What motivated you for going to cinema? So here option number B is the correct answer. The critical perspective on research does not subscribe to the view that Research has to smash myths and empower people to change society? No. Reality is stable and subject to natural laws. Research has to be informed by a theory that unveils illusion. Research must expose false beliefs that hide power and objective conditions. What will be the right answer over here? It will be option number B. Reality is stable and subject to natural laws. This is the critical perspective on research. Does not subscribe to the view that. Let's move ahead to the next question. A researcher using a group of 10 subjects under 4 conditions repeatedly, what will be degree of freedom for the error terms? So what will be the answer over here? 9, 27, 36, 39. It will be option number B, 27. Let's move ahead to the next question. Psychological research does not allow one of the following activities: debriefing the participants, maintaining confidentiality, non-granting permission to withdraw from research process, obtaining consent to conduct the research. Option number C is the correct answer over here. The question is asking about psychological research does not allow one of the following activities. What it does not allow: non-granting permission to withdraw from research process. Next question says that in a normally distributed group, an examinee scores 1 SD above the mean. What shall be his percentile score? Comment down below the correct answer. You should be knowing this if you are preparing for 2023 or 2024 or whenever in this world you are watching this video. So you should be knowing the answer of this. The percentile score you should be able to calculate. Do comment down below what should be the right answer of this question. Mention it like percentile is equals to what it will be. Comment down below. In a normally distributed group, it is like this: an examinee scores 1 SD above the mean. They are 1 SD above the mean, this side or this side. Okay, comment down below the correct answer: 34, 68, 84 or 51. Which one of the following statements does not apply to normal probability curve NPC? It is bilaterally symmetrical, it is bell-shaped, its skewness is 0, its kurtosis is 0. The question is asking about not apply. So what it does not apply? It does not apply this. Its kurtosis is 0, its kurtosis is not 0, it is 0.263, somewhere like that. So what will be the right answer over here? It will be option number 4. Yeah, option number D will be the correct answer over here. It's asking about this curve. It is bilaterally symmetrical like this. Same. It is bell shaped, yes, like a bell, and its skewness is 0. Not a positive skewed or not a negative skewed. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Qualitative research can follow several approaches to knowledge. Identify one which is contrary to the assumptions of qualitative research. Realist, positivist, social constructionist, or phenomenological. It will be option number B, positivist approach, which is contrary to the assumptions of qualitative research. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Dash is a measure of dispersion that considers all the scores: range, quartile deviation, average deviation, interquartile range. It will be option number C, average deviation, which considers all the scores. Range is like 1, 2, 3, 10, and you minus from the highest to the lowest. Okay, let's go to the next question. By what symbol the standardized regression coefficient is usually depicted? Beta, B, small b, capital R, K. It is option number A, beta, like this. Your standardized regression coefficient is depicted by beta. Okay, let's move ahead. As per threshold hypothesis, there exists what exists? Modest positive relationship between intelligence and creativity when IQ is above the threshold. Modest positive relationship between intelligence and creativity when IQ is below the threshold. This is the right answer. No need to read this. Option number C, B is the correct answer over here. There is a modest positive relationship between intelligence and creativity till IQ is below the threshold. Okay, so option number B is the correct answer over here. Let's look at the next question. Gardner's theory of intelligence posits That a person who is introspective, self-reflective, understands the strengths and weakness tend to have higher level of intrapersonal, naturalist, interpersonal, linguistic intelligence. It will be always the intrapersonal intelligence. No botany, no zoology, no interpersonal, and no language skills. Okay, it is solely intrapersonal intelligence. Option number A is the correct answer. Crystallized intelligence includes learned knowledge and skills. Yes. No novel ideas, no divergent thinking, no emotional skills. This includes your learned knowledge and skills. This is the correct answer, option number A. Let's move ahead. The product approach to creativity primarily focuses on what type of people are creative, how does environment shape creativity, how do people arrive at creative ideas, what is considered to be creative. Option number D is the correct answer over here. The product approach of creativity focuses on what is considered to be creative. What is considered to be creative? What is creativity? Okay, so this is the product approach of creativity. We can say, let's move ahead to the next question. A bell was sounded by Pavlov, and then 2 minutes later, a plate of meat powder was presented to the dog. Here, the bell sounds, and 2 minutes later, the meat powder is presented. We would term this arrangement as what type of conditioning? Is it a delay conditioning? Is it a trace conditioning? Is it a backward or is it a forward conditioning? What is the correct answer over here? It is the trace conditioning. When the unconditional stimulus is given after a certain period of time. Here the time is 2 minutes, Maggie. Okay, so this is the last question for today of part 1 2022 PYQ. Keep checking for part 2 below down the link or the playlist. Emotionally arousing stimuli have also found to lead to amnesia, even though no physical damage to brain structure related to memory have occurred. This refers to non-verbal cue utilization. What? No. Retrograde amnesia, confabulations, flashbulb memory repression. The question is itself shouting the answer. Emotionally arousing stimuli have also found to lead to amnesia, even though no physical damage to brain structure related to memory have occurred. This refers to what does this refers to? This refers to your retrograde amnesia. So option number B is the correct answer over here. Okay, so that's all for today. We'll meet soon with part 2 and we will discuss the question further. We are solving NET 2022 psychology question paper with the answer key given by NTA. Okay, thanks for watching. And if you are watching for first time, you know what to do. And if you do still not do, it's fine. Brem is there for you. I mean the Brem's reactance theory. Okay, thank you and have a nice paper ahead.